Yes, with Alabama and Tennessee, we think we've got two tough teams coming in. Everybody needs a win this time of the year. Playing them on a Thursday, Saturday, have a quick turnaround. So, fortunately, we have a few days to get prepared for that. We're coming off of a tough loss at Vandy and a really good win against a good LSU team. Was disappointed on the end of the game. We didn't make free throws. We didn't close out the game like we needed to, and but I also was disappointed in a jump ball call in that particular situation. But again, give Vanderbilt credit for winning the game and figuring out a way to win.
Our first question is from Bob Holt of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm okay, Bob.
After playing South Carolina a couple times, I was wondering what your take was on their team.
You know, they're a physical, bruising, I would say a Big 12 basketball team. Frank's done a good job of, in a short amount of time, of getting his guys to buy into how he likes to play. They've got some nice young players. They're going to do a good job on the offensive glass, and it looks like they're playing their best basketball at the right time of the year.
As far as Thornwell goes, he's had some pretty big games against a lot of people, but what impresses you about him?
His size and physicalness. He's able to really get in the lane and shoot over people and get to the free throw line. And for a freshman, he's got good maturity at that position that he's playing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next up is Matthew Harris of the Baton Rouge Advocate.
Morning, Billy. How are you?
Good, Matthew.
I was going to ask just, you faced Craig Sword of Mississippi State twice and seemed to do a good job in the second game of taking away his means of getting to the foul line and at least slowing him, when he got to the rim. Just what did you guys have to do from game one to game two to sort of at least reduce the kind of impact he can have for them?
You're talking about Mississippi State?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Really just did a better job of keeping him from getting the ball. I just think, and Gavin Ware, I missed the early part of your question. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask, what did you guys have to do from game one to game two to kind of slow Sword's ability to get into the lane and get to the free throw line?
Okay. Really just did a better job of being aware of where he's at and just closing out defensively or where he is on the floor. Just got to be conscious. They do a really good job of driving the ball to the basket, and you got to get early help and seal him off and try to make him give the ball up.
I understand. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Richard Kroom of the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Hey, Coach. Can you talk a little bit about the mood after the game, and was it dealing with the call? Was it the fact that you weren't able to hit the free throws or close them out or make the right play at the right time? Even maybe a couple of possessions before that. Where were the kids standing after that?
Well, after the game, I was disappointed in the immaturity of our guys because they were really blaming it on the officials and on the jump ball call at the end of the game, and I really tried to jump on them and get them refocused on making free throws and stopping Fuller, who did a great job of getting in the lane, and then focus on what we can control, and so that was the biggest focus, is trying to own up and take responsibility of what we can control. And, after reviewing the situation, I turned the information into the conference and the coordinator of officials, and they'll hopefully look at it and evaluate what needs to be done next. But that's a tough place to play, and we were at a competitive disadvantage in that particular situation, and had it been Vandy reversed, they would have been in a competitive disadvantage by being on the other end of the floor.
I was going to say, do you feel like you're not able to coach as much as you would like to, make as big an influence into the game as you would like to when you're at the end like that?
Oh, it's a humbling feeling. You see your team, and I couldn't tell you know, if Jamal was even in bounds or out of bounds when he was trapped, and what to do, and couldn't find an official if I needed one, and it was just at the time I didn't realize how obvious the play was, you know, until after having a chance to review it. But it is a tough situation, and it would be tough if it was Kevin Stallings in the reverse situation. So he's got an advantage. He's got a great whistle that can get guys' attention, and I guess I got to get working on it for the next time we play down there.
You did kind of touch on it. Defensively, you have a great game, but then at the very last minute or 2 minutes, you let Fuller get to the basket too quick, and the seconds just don't tick away. Is that the big part of why they were able to come back?
Yeah, it's you know, we didn't play with a sense of urgency on the defensive end the last 3 or 4 minutes, you know, and like I said, they got in the lane and did a really good job of attacking the basket. But we still had our opportunities, you know, if we make a free throw or two, and then you know, and then that situation doesn't happen to give them an overtime with 6 seconds left on the clock. So we still should have taken care of our business, but we got to close out games. We haven't been able to close out 2 or 3 games, maybe 4 games this year that we should have won.